Welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. The release of Beyonce's history-making country song, Texas Hold'em, has done more than just help the Houston-born superstar. Her song has shined a spotlight on other up-and-coming country artists of color. Tonight, we talk with one who hails from Wyoming and California. Her song, Buckle Bunny, has people of all races dancing. It's Tanner Adell.
I'm at the mini mart in a mini skirt, about to steal your man in a torn up t-shirt. This ain't the Hamptons, we all got tramp stamps, acrylic covered in barbecue at the line dance.
And joining us on the Factor Uncensored tonight, we have the honor of having country singer Tanner Adell on the Factor Uncensored. Glad to meet you finally.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
You know, Tanner, when I posted your video on my Instagram, people were asking, where has this woman been all of our lives with this talent, with these looks, and you just knocked it out of the park.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So what got you started, first of all, in country music?
Well, I grew up between California and Wyoming. I spent my summers in Wyoming, and that's really where I learned how to work. I grew up helping my grandpa on a ranch, and from a very young age, I was listening to the radio and hearing Keith Urban, hearing Josh Turner, and it just hit a really special spot in my heart, and it became one of my biggest loves, honestly.
And so when you started out in your path, your journey to country music, being a biracial person, did you feel like I may not be accepted, or just let's go for it, I have talent?
There's definitely a little bit of that fear, but I've never let fear stop me from doing what I love ever. And I genuinely have loved country music my whole life, and it's always been a part of who I am and part of my story, my journey, and what I've wanted to do. So at the same time, I was just ready to go.
And so now that you've put out some music out there, how has the country artists, the country audience rather, have they embraced it? Are they sampling it? Are they hesitant? What, from your perspective?
You know, I think I have a very unique sound. I have a very unique story. And I'm sure sometimes there's a little bit of a stiffness. Like when I play live shows, there's always a little bit of a, okay, what's this girl about? What's she about to do? But after about 10, 15 minutes, people are stomping their feet and clapping along and moving to the music. And at the end of the day, like, the music's just fun. It's meant to be uplifting and fun to dance to, and it's infectious. I think it's hard to not want to sing along.
Absolutely. And how long have you been putting out music and singing as well? It's my understanding you were in college and a manager or someone came to you and said, it's time for you to start singing, focus on your musical career.
Yes, my voice coach was the person who really pushed me to believe in myself and have the confidence to do what I love in front of thousands of people. I've really been singing my whole life. It's just been something that I grew up in church singing every single Sunday, and it's just been a big part of who I am and my family. My first song I released in the summer of 2021. So it's only been 2.5 years, and I'm still kind of a baby, but I'm learning and growing.
Do you feel like you're on the right path for country music? And do you feel like you are starting to be embraced by many of the country music fans?
Absolutely. I really welcome nothing but love. And if people are willing to step outside of their comfort zone for a second and take a listen to some of my songs, I think they'd be surprised at how much they really love it and probably relate.
And there's that obvious comparison between you and Beyoncé. A lot of people are now, Black people are now starting to listen more to country music, even though country music's roots are with Black people. But she is starting to bring a lot of attention to country music and to you particularly, because people are comparing you two. How do you feel about that?
You know, I think people are always going to maybe try and pit women against each other, especially in a competitive space like the music industry. But at the end of the day, I'm one of the biggest Beyonce fans. I was able to see her live for the first time this past summer in LA for her Renaissance show. And I've never been more inspired by her. I think it's wonderful that she's taking a step in the stylistic direction of country music. It's something that, as a country girl, is pretty much my two worlds colliding and is basically my dream. So I'm honored to even for people to even see a similarity between me and her, a woman that has so much credibility and has made history multiple times. Is, like I said, it's an honor.